Alright, let's talk about my favorite subject. So check this out. If you're a first year apprentice, there's a really good likelihood that you're about to learn this in class here soon if you haven't already. And I'm talking about voltage drop. There's a pretty good likelihood that up until this point in time, the only time you ever heard about voltage drop was when your foreman handed you a bucket and told you to catch the voltage drop. But believe it or not, voltage drop is actually a real thing. And it's a lot easier to understand than you might think. Voltage drop is literally just Ohm's law in action. Here's why it happens. What is voltage's natural enemy? It's resistance. If you haven't watched my videos in the past, voltage drop is the phenomenon where we lose voltage over a great distance. Why does that happen? It's because of the resistance of the conductors. The longer the circuit, the higher the resistance. In order to calculate voltage drop, particularly single phase, you're going to use this formula right here. ED voltage drop equals 2 times the K constant times the amperage times the length in feet divided by circular mil area of the conductors. So what's this all mean? The number 2 is in the numerator of the formula because we have to account for the resistance of the conductors. It takes 2 to tango. You can't just have one circuit conductor. The K constant is a number that's derived from the resistance of 1,000 feet of a 1,000 kc mil conductor. For the sake of keeping it short and sweet, I won't go into that. I actually did a video several months back on what the K constant is and how they calculate it. You guys are welcome to go check that out. I think I posted it in like February, March timeframe. And then we got to have the amperage in the formula too. Voltage drop is directly proportional to the amperage. So the higher the amperage, the higher the voltage drop. The lower the amperage, the lower the voltage drop. If your amperage is 0, your voltage drop is 0. And then we got the length in feet because that's really important. The longer the circuit, the higher the resistance. The higher the resistance, the higher the voltage drop. And finally, you divide all this by the circular mil area of the conductor. You can find that information in Chapter 9, Table 8. Let's go ahead and work out an example and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's say we got a load that's drawing 20 amps and it's 200 feet away from the panel and we're feeding it with number 8 copper. Oh, and the K constant is going to be 12.9. Like I said, go check out my other video. It should make a lot more sense if you go back and watch it. So how do we set this up? Just like that. So 2 times K constant, which is 12.9, times the amperage, 20 amps, times the length in feet, 200, divided by circular mil area. Well, what's circular mil area number 8? You got to go to Chapter 9, Table 8. Circular mil area number 8 is 16,510 circular mils. And you'll come to the figure of about 6.25. So what this means is from the start of the circuit to the end of the circuit, we lost about 6.25 volts from start to finish. Anyways, hopefully this makes a little bit more sense. If you guys have any more questions, you can always DM me or drop it down in the comments below.